Hello. Hello and welcome to our
Hello,
business
hello,
planning
hello.
with AI. So who have we got here? See a couple of familiar names. Let us know where you're from and what you'd like to get out of today's session.
And I'll start it off. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and we're
Lovely.
having a ridiculously warm day for January. It's 17 degrees today, supposedly. I don't know what's going on.
God, your weather's all up and down, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Well, my name is Karen Chung, and I am here in London, not just outside of London in the UK. So where are you guys from? Do let us know.
Drop it in the chat.
Yeah.
Just like
Get
I've been
started.
saying recently, we have a lot to say, so we're not enabling unmuting for everyone. Lisbon, we.
Joachim Lisbon, fantastic. Welcome. Welcome. Anyone else? Where are you guys from? Ah, Oxford.
Oxford.
Lovely. Not too far from me at all. I'm in Chapel St Giles in Buckinghamshire.
Is it just my imagination that everyone I see who says they're from Oxford, I assume automatically they're from the university? I assume there's people who are not in the university there.
Lots. Well, welcome, guys. Right, today we're going to be talking about business planning with AI. We'd love to know in the chat, if you could just pop in the chat, um, tell us what your business is, a brief kind of description of, um, what your business does. And also, um, what do you want to get out of the session so that we can make sure that we're kind of, on point for you.
And if I see a particularly intriguing one, I might use that for the demo. Ha.
Getting green councillors elected. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Can I paint them green?
I think we all need to be thinking green these days, don't we?
Yeah.
Don't we? Anyone else? Anyone else? What do you want to get out of the session today? Freelancing, graphic design, video editing, grant writing, and social media management.
That's a
Lovely.
lot. What one would you pick if you wanted to use that as a demo?
I want to make connections. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
If you guys want to
I've
connect amongst each other, drop your LinkedIn URLs in the chat and you can connect.
how to build AI agents and hire my first AI staff. Okay. Right, we're not going to be talking about how to build agents today, but certainly if you want to put a plan in place and have a goal, this is about planning your business. And we've got an AI tool, which is a business coaching tool, which we've trained as GPT, a custom GPT from ChatGPT, which you'll be using hands-on.
Right.
Right, Joachim works with companies to create engaging golf and paddle events. Ah, interesting. This is my way to a network for the year 2026, and next year I will create my own. Nice, okay.
Public charity organization to support pediatric cancer families with some volunteers. Wow. Pretty impressive.
Okay. To improve productivity. Okay, that's interesting. A lot of people wanting to your objective is to use AI um, in your business, which obviously you need to do going forward. If you've been to any of our workshops, we're always going on about that, aren't we, Maya? How important now it is to
Yeah.
become AI proficient. Startup. Okay, nice. Nice. Lovely. Okay, let's get started then so that you can get your hands on this little tool and start planning away for your own businesses. I'm just going to share my screen. Um, yeah. Okay. Can you see my screen? See my screen? Maya? Hello?
We can. And can you make that full screen? Yeah, you are doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making
Okay,
full
great.
screen.
Okay,
Great.
lovely. Okay, thank you. Right, okay, so today we're going to be talking about um, business planning with AI. Um, and really it's about planning and goal setting for your own business and using an AI tool which will help you to whatever you need as far as your business is concerned, whether you need strategic direction, you're looking at putting a business plan together, either a formal one or like a very action execution type plan. Whether you're struggling with particular issues, this is kind of a bit of a coaching tool. So this is going to help you, whatever it is that you need in your business, from that kind of working on your business um, side of things. Um, So we're going to start off talking very briefly, really, about business planning because I want this session to be mainly about you getting some value for yourselves. We'll then go into a hands-on session where you'll use the AI tool to gain perspective and clarity for your either your business goals, put an action plan together, whatever it is right now. Maybe you have a block or a challenge or an issue that you need to sidestep or find a way around. And then we'll talk about how we can maintain momentum and keep making it happen for you and your business over the course of the year. Um, because most small businesses they drift and growth doesn't happen by accident, or it can happen by accident, but most of the time it might be a steady growth. It's not necessarily achieving potential without a plan, because even though we're all very busy as small business owners, that doesn't necessarily mean we're being as productive as we could be, because our reality is there is limited time, limited resources, a lot of decisions to make, and often very little headspace to really think, or time to think about that. Um, and AI is a huge leg up in that. And I'm sure most of you are aware of what you can now do with AI. And if you've attended any of our workshops, you've got a good insight into what's possible. But today we're going to be working specifically on your business. Why most plans fail for small businesses: they might not hitting the right mark, they might be too vague, or they might be too detailed, that actually they're not workable. Um, they are often created at the start, great intentions, this is what I want to do, but actually they never actually maybe even look at that plan again. It's hidden in a drawer somewhere and forgotten about. Um, and not linked to daily action. So yeah, it's all well and good having a business plan in place, but having daily actions in place is really what ultimately you need, or have
Mhm.
the actions in mind. So it's not just a big plan that you have to kind of take a massive leap to have achieved. You need to break down that plan into bite-sized chunks so that it's achievable and not overwhelming.
So we've
And
got a question, Karen. Why is too detailed a problem?
well, it really depends on the individual, doesn't it? In terms of, some people are big picture thinkers, some people are really detailed thinkers. If you're a really detailed thinker, then a really fine detail is actually what you need. But if you're not a detailed thinker, then actually the fine detail just leaves you dry, and that's not where you're at, and you're not going to follow it because actually you're
Hmm.
just not interested in looking at things at that level. Um, but can get things done if you're thinking about things on a higher level. So it does depend on the individual. It depends on the individual what works best for you, and only you know that.
And for me,
Um,
for example, if
yeah, go
I
on.
come up with too fine a detail, I will not follow the plan simply because it's too fine-grained for me.
Yeah, yeah. Some people need a little wriggle room, and other people don't want any.
Yeah.
Some people want to be told exactly every single step to take, and other people fill in the gaps, and sometimes they'll take that slightly bigger step. Um, so
Good reason again to use AI because you can tell it what level of detail you
yeah. Exactly. And AI does everything in the blink of an eye as well. So it's so easy to hit the mark, or if it's not hitting the mark, tell it what you want so that it can do it and do it for you instantaneously. Um, and one of the other big things is that if there's like, no accountability or no review of that plan. As I say, sometimes and in many cases, plans get put in the bottom of a drawer, think about it at the start of the year, and then it never sees the light of day for months on end, probably the rest of the year until next year, you start thinking about it again. So we really are looking at building something that's real, that's practical, that's executable, and can make a difference to your business, to your world. So a practical, useful plan is one that's fairly simple, grounded, and realistic, focused, actionable, and reviewed regularly. And so that you don't get overwhelmed with the plan because it can be overwhelming. Um, it You have to think about it. When you think about a big picture plan, you're thinking about the overall direction of the year. What are you overall the big picture, what do you want to achieve? But then you need to break that down if you actually want to achieve it, because it's impossible to just jump to create an example I used yesterday, just jump to I want a house, I want to build a house and then
Mhm.
there you go, you've built a house. It doesn't quite work that way. AI works that way with all the kind of stuff it can generate, but in reality, there's a lot of things involved in building that house, in building your business or growing your business, putting an extension on your house. These things need to be planned, and then you have to break down that plan into the various actions, your priorities, what needs to happen on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, responsibilities, all that kind of thing. That needs to be broken down. And until it's broken down, there is a lot of overwhelm because it's impossible to jump from A to Z without considering B, C, D, E, and all the other letters in the alphabet. Um, and that's also where what's important is also the monthly review. So in order to um, achieve what you want to achieve, you need to take stock of where you're at. How are you doing compared to where you wanted to be and where you plan to be, and what do you need to do next to maybe correct your action if you're not actually on track. An analogy I like to use, which if any of you were here on our goal planning session yesterday, it's an airplane. An airplane has a very clear destination, what it wants, where it wants to go, but it is 90 odd percent of the time off track. If you follow the trajectory of where it's heading, it's actually not heading to where it needs to go. And that is normal. That's completely okay because the airplane normally, hopefully, the majority of the time is going to end up where it plans to go. And that's because it keeps correcting its action, it keeps taking stock, reviewing, and pulling itself back on track. And maybe navigating obstacles, navigating the various currents in the air,
Headwinds,
whatever it might be.
tailwinds. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what happens in life. That's what happens in business. And that's really why it's important to regularly review where you're at. Don't just put that plan in the drawer and forget about it. Yes, you have a big picture in your mind, but if you haven't broken it down, you haven't started to prioritize what needs to happen when and take stock of what you've done versus what needed to happen, then it's going to be very difficult, isn't it, to actually achieve your goal.
We have a question from Anne about what about Canadian taxes? Can it help with that? The tool isn't built specifically for Canadian taxes, but I can tell you that I'm in Canada and I use ChatGPT all the time to ask Canada specific questions. And yes, it's totally able to answer that.
Yeah, so depending on what you mean about what about Canadian taxes, it will have the knowledge around Canadian taxes. So it depends what you're looking for, and how you ask the questions. And it's very
That said, I wouldn't I wouldn't rely on it 100%. If you have a tax question, please talk to a tax specialist.
Yeah, yeah, that's the right advice. Okay, so our goals and targets, we've all probably heard of SMART goals. And in business, we need to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound as well in setting our goals. We need to break down, as I said earlier, our kind of big picture goals into shorter um, timeframes, and more realistic and achievable plans so that we can actually take action and measure our action against our objectives and achieve what we ultimately want to achieve. We can't achieve, we can't jump from A to Z without considering and going through the process of going from through A, B, C, D, E. And it's very important to set your goal, set your plan, set your goals, communicate your goals if you've got team members and other people that you need to communicate with to make sure that we're all working to the same plan. Measure that, review it, revise it, and do it on a periodic basis so that that review is constantly under play and you are ensuring that you achieve what it is you want to achieve and take the corrective action you need, just as a plane does.
You mean just as the pilot does, right? You're the pilot of your plane.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So if it's off track, unless you know it's off track, if you imagine a pilot, you're in the middle of the sky, unless you're actually taking stock of its coordinates, you could end up somewhere completely different from where you really wanted to be. Um,
Mhm.
Okay, so business planning with AI. For those of you that know a lot about AI, there's obviously so much that it can do. What we've done is we've built as I say, a custom GPT tool, which acts as a business thinking partner, a coach, strategic thinker, um, help you with a formal business plan if that's necessary, or a very actionable, practical, achievable plan. So it can help you clarify your priorities. It can help you structure your plans, identify gaps, risks, constraints, save you time, and so much more. And this tool can do a lot of that. So really, the thing is, what do you want it to do? How do you want to help it to help you? We build this as a 2026 business planning workshop to actually think about what it is you want to achieve in the year. Um, but maybe you've got some other pressing things that you want to have a chat with about it, and that's fine too. Um, okay, Maya,
Me.
shall would you like to dive into the tool and just show everybody? And I'll put the link in the chat in a sec. So this is, we've all used an AI model, I'm sure, in some shape or form. This is just a conversation that you'll have with a business, in effect, a business expert.
I'm assuming you can all see my screen.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So since we're here for planning, let's go into I need a business plan, which is the button I clicked. And there we go. I can help with that. How friendly, how helpful. I'm your business planning and execution coach, strategic partner to help you come up with a clear, credible business plan and turn it into something you can actually execute. First question. Oh, by the way, this you don't have to follow me. I'm just talking through at the beginning. You can absolutely go in and start doing your own.
Right, so I've
What is the
literally
purpose?
put the link to this tool in the chat box. So just click on that and start chatting. Um, will you have a copy of the meeting? Yes, I think we'll send out a recording. But here's a
Uh,
copy of the actual tool, a link to the tool. So go ahead and use it for your own purposes. Go ahead, Maya, sorry.
Internal planning and growth execution is what I want. And what should I choose? What should I choose? I need to understand my business concept. What do I sell? Okay. Could you give me one of those examples, Karen? Shall we pick one from what our friends in the chat?
Um, how about the graphic designer, video editing guy?
Okay. I'm a graphic designer offering video editing services to, let's say, YouTube creators, since those are by far right now. It's not just YouTube creators, it's all creators, aren't they?
Mm.
Okay.
Right, guys, if you've got any problem logging into this, then just let us know. We would like you, this is a hands-on session for you to be working on your business with that tool.
And I should warn everyone, I'm on a free plan right now. It's logged in, it's not anonymous. It should still work if you're on a free plan and if you're not logged in. So the only difference is if you're not logged in, it limits you quite severely. Even if you're on a free plan, it limits you quite severely as to how many interactions you can have with the GPT, and then it'll tell you timeout for 3 hours or something like
And
that.
also, it won't retain the conversation. So if you want to
Yes.
reserve the conversation, you need to be logged into an account, and that can be a free account.
Yeah.
Um, yes, this can help you with administrative and bookkeeping services as your business. It doesn't matter what your business is, to be honest. You tell it what your business is, and it will know what you do, and then it can help you. Like to create coloring books and also promote books that I wrote. Fine.
Very
Tell
nice.
it what you need to do. Sounds good. And it will help you.
Mostly it's just me, I said, because it's asking me about whether it's solo business or do I have freelancers and contractors.
Yeah. And guys, I see a number of you putting your details in the chat here. That's fantastic.
Put them in your GPT.
Uh, if any of you are interested, we have an AI professionals networking meeting on Monday, and that would be a great opportunity for you to meet and connect with other AI professionals. As an aside,
Also, drop your LinkedIn in the chat, save the chat so you can go back to it after the call and you can connect with each other.
yeah.
What is my annual revenue range? Oh, I'm going to make up something really good. Let's say we're already at 100K plus. And I'm still doing it on my own. How about that? Ah, oops, that was a typo. I meant
Right, guys, are you all able to get in and working on the with the chatbot yourselves? Any problems?
all right. I found
Yeah, brilliant.
100K
Thanks, Emma.
was a little too optimistic. So revised it and said, okay, it's actually 30,000 pounds. But this is still, so that means it's on demand, but still sensitive to focus and pricing. So it's a solo-led graphic business. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Next question, where's the business based? Are your YouTube clients mostly UK based or international?
And work on it on for your business. You've pulled it up, so go ahead and have a play. This session is really we would like you to be hands-on with it. So Maya's just showing you how it works, but actually you're going to get the value by using it yourself.
Following me is not going to help because I'm just making things up as I go. So, this isn't what you're seeing on my screen is not reality. But I've also done enough editing.
Okay, the best way to ask it questions. So what do you want to achieve? If you just click let's get started. Um, and then it will gather some information about your business and ask you what you're looking for. Alternatively, if you want to plan the growth of your business in a certain way, um, then just click I need a plan. If you need some strategic advice, click that you need strategic advice, and then just chat with it in the chat box at the bottom, and it will talk to you, ask you questions. You read its response and respond, and give it as much information as you can. The more information you give it, the better, because the more it can actually help you. But do bear in mind that, this is a tool that's out there on the public server, and therefore you don't really want to put any sensitive information in there.
If you've got a Teams account, you should be okay. Sorry, a team account
Yeah.
or the equivalent corporate level account if it's not ChatGPT. Well, I guess this one won't work unless it is ChatGPT. So
No, this is a chat GPT, GPT. So get the value out of this session by using this for your business or your business idea if that needs some strategic or practical advice and support. We all, in the past, we've had to pay a lot of money for business coaching services, for expert advice for them to build out a business plan. And AI can do so much for you now.
what I love is that AI actually has the insights because of all the training it's got to help with almost any business.
Yes, exactly. Right, so we put a timer on to give them another
Yeah, I think
minute or
that's
so.
give them 10 to 15 minutes. That should be enough to. Oh, and if you see this thing on my screen, it tells me very clearly I've hit the limit for GPTs. That's because I'm on a free account. Merry Christmas. I can wait 5 hours. That's a long time.
Where's the timer, Maya? How do I put a timer on here?
Click on apps.
Apps.
Yeah,
Hmm. Oh, I see. Under more. Okay. Yeah. It's under there, is it?
it's right under there.
Okay. I'm gonna give you guys 12 minutes. 12 minutes uninterrupted time. Okay. Work on your business. As business owners, we often struggle to put the time aside to work on our business. This is a great way to do it alongside an expert business partner. How long was that is shut you down, or how many questions? I think
It's not about
maybe
questions, it's about the number of tokens. It has to do with not just the questions, but also the responses that you're generating.
have you used AI this tool though already today, Maya?
I have not.
You haven't, so that
Yeah, it's not very deep at all for someone who's on a free plan.
hmm,
So it was only about 4 questions long.
hmm.
One, two, three,
Are you on a
four.
free plan or are you on a
Free.
uh so this is an actual plan as
Yeah,
opposed to
this is me signed into my account, but not a paid account.
okay. Okay. Hmm.
But again, I mean, it's not a big deal
Customer
because you can always
service,
come
internal
back.
services. Okay. It's better to have an account because that way it will save the conversation for you.
Yeah.
Got just under 10.5 minutes, so we'll let you have your conversation.
Give the GPT sufficient context. I was just giving it throwaway sentences because I just wanted it to move forward.
Oh no,
The,
Emma's reached her limit for ChatGPT already today. Oh dear. You could try going into a completely well, log out and then go into an um going to work it with it without an account. It won't save the conversation, but it will have the conversation a conversation with you,
yeah.
give you an idea of how it works and what's achieved.
If you do use a non-signed in account, you can just copy the content, the
Yeah,
chat into a Google Doc, and then the next time you come in, you can load that up.
yeah, good idea.
Andre says, what about creating new account and providing the same conversation as before? Yeah, that could work. I'd just suggest doing it in a different browser or at least in a different browser profile, just in case there's some cookies on your current browser. And one thing I'll say, another reason to use a signed in account, see this last sentence on mine where it says, I'll keep it realistic and aligned with how you actually work. That's because I've given it personalization instructions where I say, don't give me fluff, don't give me hype, just give me to the point
No,
responses.
the actual GPT has been trained to do that as well.
Yeah,
So it should be keeping it realistic and keeping it real for you.
okie doke.
I'm just putting in the browser the Zoom link to register if you do want to connect with other AI professionals. We have got a networking session going on at the same time as this one, but on Monday.
Mhm.
Yeah, do come along to that if you're keen to meet other AI professionals.
Now, typically in that, we have people doing, they provide a 1 month free with the premium plan. I actually had a paid plan. I just switched to Gemini recently. So I'm not in ChatGPT much anymore.
Okay, you've got 5 more minutes. How are you getting on? How are you finding it? Is it interesting?
They're working.
How are you getting on with your conversation with the tool? Is it working okay? Is it interesting, insightful in any way?
Why did I decide to make this decision? You mean to move to Gemini? Because I love the tools on there. It's not just Gemini itself, but I love Notebook LM. I love VO3 and Nano Banana Pro, and all the goodies that you get in there. Plus, I like Google Studios with all their free tools, and I'm in Gmail all the time, so it just made sense. It gets a more 360 view of me, and it's got the same huge context window, which is what I really needed. Um, I, I don't know how many of you know I'm part of the Zenith Mind group. I took the Zenith Mind program, and part of that is literally getting AI to act as your right-hand person. It helps me make all the decisions I take in business right now. So, yeah.
Very quiet. I'm assuming everyone's busy beavering away and having a hopefully useful conversation, planning your business. Thank
Yeah.
you. Like that little thumbs up. Appreciate that.
Mm. Yeah,
It's
relation
extremely
to
useful.
AI at some levels because I did 100%. Um, and yeah, it's inescapable. So I'm going to, if you can't beat them, we won't be sharing the GPT instruction. Uh,
No.
Actually, is there still demand for that? Because there's so many examples of that. Just go on YouTube and,
Well,
it's
we
pretty
could always have a
straightforward.
workshop on building GPTs
We
separately.
could, we could.
Mm.
Maybe we need a form for that. If anyone's interested, I could show that. But I would actually rather teach how to create agents. Um, Way more interesting right now because they can be reasonably autonomous, go off and do things. If you're using ChatGPT, and I think in the others as well, you can set up tasks. So it'll do something every day or every week or whatever you tell it to do. It can go out and search the web, get you, summaries of things, go check what's trending, what's hot if you're a YouTuber, give you ideas. If you're a content creator of any sort, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it really has changed the way um the way we access information, the way we do things, the way we
It
think.
has.
Yeah.
Initially was pushing back against, when you do a Google search, you get that little AI summary at the top. I used to scroll past that and go look at everybody's actual details. But nowadays I've found myself just looking at that summary because it is usually good enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you recommend a place where you can find AI tools? If you look in ChatGPT itself, that's actually the best place to find your AI tools. Where's that gone?
Well, it depends what kind of tools you're looking for. I mean, you can look for GPTs.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was going to say. If you just
okay.
go into explore GPTs, there's a whole bunch here.
Yeah, you can search also. You won't find this one on there though. This is not a public tool. I've not made it public for everybody.
Of course, this only works if you're talking about ChatGPT because this is a ChatGPT marketplace. There's also now a ChatGPT apps marketplace. I have not explored that. Kind of looking forward to doing that.
Right, you've got 30 seconds left to be interacting with your on your
You
business
have
at the
the rest
moment.
of your life to be interacting with it unless we pull the GPT. You'll get it when you go home. It'll still be there.
Hmm.
You might want to come back into, where's my chat? Where'd my chat go? Back. Okay, so I'm
In
back
the
in my
chat.
chat. If you click on that down arrow at the top, you can say add to sidebar, keep in sidebar. Right now mine says hide from because I've already added it, but I'll show you. See, moved it and now it says keep in sidebar.
Okay,
and then you'll
time's up.
find it on the left. AI goal setting. No, SME business strategy one. That's the one.
How do I stop this then?
You've got
There
to
we
play tricks with it. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Karen, you can take back the screen,
go.
and
Okay.
I will try and kill the thing. Nope, I can't kill it. You have to kill it yourself. Okay, it's gone.
Okay. You see my screen now?
Yep. Well,
Okay.
it's coming up.
Okay, great.
There we go. Hands on.
Okay, so hopefully you've all had a chance to start that conversation with the tool. I appreciate that the conversation can just go on and on and on and on. And as Maya said, that tool is available to you now for whenever you want it, whenever you want it, whatever time of the day you want to use it, it's there. And if you are in an account, it will save those chats for you so that you can carry on the conversation as and when. Um, Hopefully you've explored it. How did you find it? Do pop in the chat, and let us know what you thought. Was it helpful? Was it useful?
Didn't get very far. I
Oh,
think the couple of other suggestions could help. Start a second free account on a different profile,
yeah,
copy over the content from the previous one, put it in a Google Doc, and just share the link to that Google Doc. And
yeah.
then you can add to that Google Doc, and each time you go into a new chat. Yeah.
You just run out now, Anne. Okay, that's great. Thank you very much. Great initiative. That's fine. I'm glad that some of you have found it very useful. You have access to it, so go in, log in later, log in tomorrow, and just use it as your strategic thinking partner, as your
Yeah.
your planner, your execution buddy. If you come up with any challenges and you're hitting a brick wall for something, use it again and explain what it is that is your challenge, and then it can help you. So it's a very useful tool. Oh, good to hear, Preetam, you've got something similar. That's great. Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's millions of AI tools out there. Um, are any things we do in it visible to you? No,
No.
no. You're interacting directly with ChatGPT, not me, and not us, not through our API. So we have no visibility of what you've said on there. It's entirely between you and the tool. Um, so hopefully it's added some value. Yeah, use it as and when, as I said. So AI is an amazing thinking partner. Um, but at the same time, there's a huge amount of value in actually talking to other business owners, um, having real experience, who have real experience behind them and sharing their ideas and their experiences. And sometimes with this advent of AI now, whilst it's amazing and it can cover so much more quickly for us as business owners, at the same time, it divorces us a little bit from that human interaction and people's real life experiences and the connections that we can make that can lead to collaborations, opportunities, problem solving, and all the rest of it. So one thing that we're doing to help um, many business owners as we want is actually putting together a mastermind. So the question is, how committed are you to your business? On a scale of 1 to 10, are you really committed to make your dreams, your aspirations, your goals, and your targets and your plans real? Good to know, Maya.
Yes, anything I say
Yes.
directly affects Karen. So yes, for me, it's a 10.
Yeah, how committed are you to your business is the question, and I encourage you to be thinking about that. An 8. Well, that's a good number. Eight's a good number. That's a good number. There is some gaps there. What's in the gap between 8 and 10? And
What would need to be different in your business for you to give it a 10? Or in your life, actually, because I assume there's something else that's taking that slight bit higher priority.
life is always a juggling act, isn't it? We've got lots of things that we've got to juggle, and business is one of them. Um,
It is, but usually I find if your business is the lifeline for family, then that's kind of got to be priority. Teacher, yeah, you can just give in your language, and it's responding in language. That
Gearing up so when
Sam.
you would like. Okay, well, this tool is perfect for you then to help you. It will really get you started and helping overcome, any overwhelm and start thinking with really clear, focused thought and a very actionable action plan. So do use the tool to
And something
do that.
else I'm finding is if you want to do things that are outside your direct scope of expertise, like you're a techie or you're a creative person and you need to do marketing, the tool can help. Ask it how to market your specific business.
Yes. Regardless, even if it's an area that you're very familiar with, the tool will give you
Oh yeah.
an independent perspective and perhaps think about things that you hadn't thought about or look at things in a different way. Um, and so it's just really valuable as a strategic partner, as a business partner that, is just looking at things objectively. So, yes, encourage you to use it if you're restarting your business, starting a business, growing your business, whatever it might be, or just have challenges in your business. Because as I said at the beginning, being an owner, a business owner, it's hard. It's lonely at the top. It's lonely when you're working, with yourself or just
Yes.
if you want more people. Um, and if you've got a team, but you're the leader, you're the owner of the business, all the decisions come down to you, and time is very limited. This can really help you. Would you mind? Oh, to Monday's meeting again. Yeah, I can do that. Right, so this is the Zoom link for Monday's meeting. I've just put in the chat.
Be warned on Monday's meeting, there's likely going to be people who are actually working with LLMs and machine learning and
Yeah,
data science and all that.
yeah,
It's not so much just about the
yeah.
LLMs and
It,
ChatGPT.
yeah. It's seven
It
o'clock. 7 o'clock GMT time, so same time as today.
2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah. Now, if you are serious about your business and you would like to join our business mastermind, um, we're planning on having mastermind meetings for small business owners, where we'll be, interacting with each other, helping each other, supporting each other with our issues, with our problems, and all the rest of it. So you're working with real life people. And sharing real life experiences. So it's a human interaction. Um, Maya and I are very involved with AI, and we will be no doubt be utilizing AI and bringing that into the fold as well. But this is a mastermind to bring like minds together. Anything you want to say about it, Maya?
I would also say that Karen and I have actually gone through multiple business strategy trainings and strategy trainings. So, there's value in having our brain there. We may
Oh,
not be able to
definitely.
give you the perfect solution for your business, but we can certainly direct you in directions
I don't know if it's my
that
if
other businesses use find really helpful, that find being really helpful.
yeah. I mean,
What's wrong? Am I freezing?
yeah, your
Oh,
voice was breaking. I was wondering if it was my computer, Shashi. Um, yeah, your voice was breaking up there, Maya. But what Maya was saying was that we both have
I
it.
might just have too much
Maya, your voice keeps dipping out. I don't know if you're there now. Maya was saying that. Okay, thanks. Okay, Maya. Maya was saying that, we both have quite extensive business experience behind us in different guises. Um, so, we bring quite a depth of knowledge to the table as well, not just AI stuff, but just general business marketing, leadership, um, software development, all of that, and more. So, um, if you are interested in joining us on our business mastermind in launching that, we're planning to have the first session. Oh, I didn't mean to put that one in. Sorry. Oh, what's happened? This is what I wanted. Um, this is the link to our um, to express an interest in the event, and then we'll get back to you to confirm that it's happening. Um, as long as we've got a number of people that are signing up for it. But so this is just interested in the business mastermind, as Maya's put in there. Please opt in and let us know, and we'll be in touch with you.
That link there is also yesterday's link, Karen. The link in the chat is the
Oh
correct link.
no, sorry. I did change it for some reason. It hasn't changed on here. Maybe I've got the wrong one. Okay,
Maybe
so
you've been teaching from the wrong thing all along, Karen. How
no,
scary is
I
that?
haven't. I haven't done that. Somehow it's midway, it's changed, it's stopped. Anyway,
Right.
um, so that's our session. How has it been for you? Has it been helpful? Uh, Thanks, Andre. Come along to our AI networking meeting on Monday. I think you might find other people there that can be more helpful, perhaps. Oh, Dietrich, above expectations. That's fantastic. That's nice to hear, isn't it?
Yes.
That's
Andrew,
that's
where in the world are you? Because I'm going to say join our AI professional.
I
Are
am
you interested in AI at all?
Belgium.
Belgium. We don't have a group in Belgium. We've got one in France. We've got the AIP here.
You're breaking up quite a lot, Maya. Yeah, we have groups, AI professional groups dotted around everywhere. UK, Europe, Canada, America, India, um, where else? Australia,
South America.
South America. So, wherever you are in the world, the chances are there's a lot of other AI professionals in and around you that you could connect through our AI professionals network. So if you're interested, come along to our networking meeting, and yeah, hook up with others. Um, Excellent. Right. Any other thoughts?
I'm going
Questions?
to give little bit more of a plug for the AI professionals. We 2026 is going to be a big year for us, so we're going to be bringing in more people to talk, to make presentations. We're going to partner up with companies offering things like I don't know if we'll get ChatGPT or Claude or any of them, but we'll get lots of smaller companies in to be partners. We're
Oh,
already sharing things like, there's a tech X happening in February, the first week of February. We've got free tickets to that if you want to go. The
yeah.
free
That,
gold
yeah.
tickets, which is
Yeah.
basically access every VIP lounge, I think.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. There are like 100,000 or
And
so
fundraising.
people who are in the overall groups, and obviously not all in the networking meeting, but in our wider group, we're attracting attention from um, various companies and events. So we're getting great deals, really, um, for our members when there's some big events going on. And there's one coming up in London.
Anyone's in New York, we've got a couple.
Sorry, Matt?
We've got a few coming up in New York this year as well. And then in May, we're going to have the TechX. And am I breaking up still?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Sorry. Um, Okay, well, it looks like a few people that might join that. Yeah, there's TechX meeting in Santa Clara in America. There's one coming up in London very shortly. We got again tickets for Amsterdam, India. There was an event in India. So yeah, we're meeting around. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate it. Hope you've got a lot of value. If you are interested, seriously, in you know building your business, growing your business, and hooking up with others to mastermind your business, and dealing with the challenges and issues beyond using the AI tool, then yeah, um, please sign up for our mastermind. Or just let us know about the interests, um, if you're interested, and we will be in touch. What's that? I could travel around somewhere in London if there was a big London. There's an event going on, literally 4th, 5th of February. We've got free gold passes for our members, which gets you into all the paid sessions, and some networking opportunities there as well. It's a massive event. There's five different tracks, all technology and innovation led. One, AI and big data is the area that we're under. And actually, I'll be there in person, so we'll have a little slot, a little meetup slot for anybody who wants to come and chat from our community. So yeah, that'd be great. I've just put in the chat again a link to the Business Mastermind opt-in. If anybody is interested, let us know. Um,
And if you're not interested, then it's just going to be Karen and me talking to each other, which is great.
yes, exactly. Okay. Any other questions? Any other thoughts before we wrap up?
Remember to hit save chat so you can capture everybody's
Oh, we
email
should put our
addresses. Sorry,
LinkedIn
LinkedIn, whatever it was they dropped in.
we should put our LinkedIn links in there, shouldn't we? No.
That would be a good idea. Yeah.
Are you doing it? I know you've always got that to hand. There you go. All right. Well, it's lovely to see you. Thank you very much for coming along, and we look forward to seeing you on another event, hopefully, and hooking up with you on LinkedIn or wherever, maybe in person at the London TechX event. That'd be great. Okay. Take care. Good luck. Hope 2026 is going to be a brilliant year for you all. And use these tools because they will help. It was worth it. Oh, I like
It was
that.
all worth
Thank you,
it.
Matthew.
Yes.
Really
Well, Dietrich, I
appreciate
hope we'll
it.
see you again. And I have no idea. I'm probably butchering your name too. I'm sorry.
All righty. Well, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch up with you soon, I hope.
Bye, guys.
Bye.